What if I told you that there was a road trip from Cleveland to Cedar Point where you could see waterfalls right alongside Lake Erie and visit the famous Christmas Story house? That's what you're gonna get in today's video. So grab your best coaster shirt and a nice beverage because we're hitting the road in Ohio. Day 1, I started my journey at the Cleveland airport. But before we get into this journey, I want to give you 3 ways that you can get to Cedar Point from Cleveland, Ohio. The first is by train. You can take the Amtrak from Cleveland to Sandusky station in just a little over an hour. It's only 10 minutes away from Cedar Point, and from there you can take a quick taxi ride over to the theme park. You will want to take a look at the departure times as they run pretty early in the morning. The next way is by bus, and that's the Greyhound bus system. It has a route that goes from Cleveland directly to Sandusky, Ohio, that typically has 1 short stop along its way. This bus trip is usually about an hour and a half. The third way is by car, and this is what we're going to talk about today. It's by far the most popular. And you basically can just rent a car from the Cleveland airport, and driving from Cleveland, Ohio to Cedar Point takes about an hour and a half depending on the traffic. But because we are doing a road trip, we're gonna take our time. So let's start at the airport. Here you will pick up your car rental. It's super simple. Once you arrive to the Cleveland airport, you will just take an airport shuttle over to the car rental place. Once I picked up my car, I was ready to head to stop 2, and that was downtown Cleveland. I love this area.
Almost to Cedar Point. We're in Cleveland.
And it's here where you can just take a breather, stretch your legs, and do a little bit of exploring. The public square is right in the heart of downtown. It has beautiful gardens and fountains, and it's a great place to take in the vibe of the city and just recharge. Plus, you'll want to get some photos of the awesome waterfront views downtown. And this is where I like to arrive and get a little lunch. I usually head to Margaritaville, Cleveland. I also did a video about this spot, which you can watch here. I like coming here for the views and a nice margarita drink, one of their famous wings. But of course, there are other options in downtown Cleveland. In this area, they like to call it the Flats at East Bank. You will never even realize that you're in Cleveland. And sometimes I don't know why Cleveland gets a bad rap. I love the city. You can ask a lot of my friends. I go hard for Cleveland. Now, when I'm there, I love Japanese food. And so I love to stop by Sora. The vibe here is immaculate. It's a full-scale, elevated, sensory-driven sushi experience. Plus, it's absolutely gorgeous inside. And the ambiance is on a whole nother level. You can choose from the beef rice bowl or one of the ryu rolls or just anything on this venue you will not go wrong with. And they have great drinks. So definitely stop here on your trip downtown. The next stop was over at the Drury Plaza Hotel in the downtown area. This is the place I stay at. It's sort of become a tradition and it's in a great location. It's centralized to the downtown area and it's easy to get to other places around Cleveland. From here, you can walk to a lot of the famous destinations such as the NFL football stadium. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum is close by as well. And here at this hotel, they offer free breakfast and a free afternoon kickback around 5:30 where you can get free snacks and free beer and wine. My kind of vibe. I love it here. The hotel has a unique history in the education system of Cleveland, but now it's fully restored with murals painted from its era of being a housing spot for the school district of Cleveland. As you can see, it has high ceilings, beautiful architecture, and it just puts you in the mood of understanding what the city is truly about. Now it's day 2 and I checked out of my hotel and I headed to the Westside Market. I love this place and I have to stop here. This historic indoor market is Cleveland's largest and oldest continuously operating public market since 1912. You literally can find anything and everything here, and if you're even the tiniest bit hungry, be prepared to leave stuff. I wanted everything from cupcakes to fresh cut meats. I was in love. I even grabbed a cup of coffee because, why not? I just loved walking around and looking at it all. waterfall. Everything looked and smelled so good, and I found so many cool and unique things to pick up. After I left the marketplace, I took a short drive, about a 10-minute drive, to visit the Christmas Story house. This is a special destination for me because the Christmas Story movie is something that my mom, who passed away, would love for us to watch every holiday season. So when I got a chance to visit the Christmas Story house, I was in love. I wanted to buy everything in the store, and it's just so cool that you can actually be in the same place where Ralphie was. Here you will find original props, costumes, and memorabilia from the film, as well as hundreds of rare behind-the-scenes photos. Once I had my holiday fix, I headed over to find a waterfall destination because I love waterfalls. And where did I end up? Well, I found this little park on the way, which was called Cascade Park. It was cool. It was a really laid-back day. Not too many people were out, and I was super excited because it had two amazing waterfalls. I found one, and I just enjoyed myself. It's a different scenery and vibe than what I'm used to here in Florida. So I spent a lot of time just sitting here reflecting and just enjoying the outside area. Now it was time to eat, and so the next stop that I had to find leaving my waterfall destination was Carloni's Italian restaurant and pizzeria. It was so good, and it was the perfect place for anyone out there who love a good, authentic Italian lunch. I did get the veggie pizza, and don't let the veggie title surprise you or hinder you. It was super good. The dough was really delicious. Fresh vegetables, and I even got to try the risotto here with some salmon. Oh my God, chef's kiss. So if you're looking for a nice lunch, definitely head over to Jojo Carlini's Italian restaurant. It was at this point where I hopped in my car, and now it was time for me to hop on Highway 57 to take me over to US 6 that runs parallel to Lake Erie. This is the part of the road trip that I was excited for and that I was waiting for. And it's here where you'll see beautiful towns such as Lorain and Vermilion and other amazing coastal towns along the way to Sandusky, Ohio. And in my experience, I recommend that you do not rush this portion of your Cedar Point road trip. Take your time, get lost, stop, look at all of the beautiful lighthouses, take a walk on one of the beautiful beaches, stop in one of the stores and chat with the locals. This is what makes you feel like you are deep in the heart of America. And I just love this. I forgot I was even on a trip to go to Cedar Point at this point. But out of all of the towns that I went to, I will say that I probably fell in love with Vermilion, Ohio. It is as postcard perfect as they come, and it has an adorable little lighthouse, cute shops, ice cream parlors, and just an old school Middletown historic downtown area. Now it's time to approach Sandusky, Ohio. And as you approach Sandusky, Ohio along Lake Erie, you'll see a lot of cornfields, pumpkin patches. It's so cool riding back here. And then you get ready to take that right and you head into the pathway that leads you directly to the peninsula that houses Cedar Point. I love this view. I love approaching Cedar Point after that whole drive and just getting so excited about riding some of the best roller coasters in the whole world. Once I arrived, I checked into the Hotel Breakers because I'm not staying anywhere else but Hotel Breakers, and I have a full breakdown on this hotel right here at the top. Once I checked in, I settled in, unpacked, and then I headed over to Cedar Point in the evening just to do a quick walk around. It was during the fall, so it was hollow weekends, perfect weather, perfect vibes, spooky vibes as well. I got a night ride on Valraven, Maverick, and Still Vengeance. Then I headed back to the hotel for dinner at the Hibachi restaurant. It was the perfect way to cap the day. Then the next day, I got up, I did the whole park. And if you know me, you know I have a lot of content on Cedar Point. So if you're looking for a complete guide to your Cedar Point vacation, be sure to check out the playlist that I'll have linked in the description below. I hope this road trip vlog has inspired you to look beyond just that straight drive to Cedar Point and discover all that Ohio has to offer. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.